just fell. I'm so excited you're here today because I have a massive book haul. I don't have a ton of new releases or like newer books here. These are mostly vintage paperbacks. It's been all about the hunt for me the past couple of months since my birthday, where I got a bunch of books for my birthday. But yeah, let's get right into it because it is a lot of books. So I'll start by talking about the new books first. I got Drin Chrome by Hamlin Bird. This is a little short novella. I've been seeing it around Bookstagram a ton. And what's so funny is that the author did reach out to me on Bookstagram. He DM'd me and was like, hey, do you want a copy of my book for a review? And I was like, dude, I already bought it because the reviews are so good. I have not seen anything less than a 5-star review for this book. I believe this is like a hippie drug situation gone wrong. But I absolutely love this cover. It is giving me all of the fun vibes. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this one. And then you guys know I had to get Mayfly by C.J. Leedy. I had to get a physical edition of it. The cover is stunning, and I'm kind of bummed because it's like sticky. It has a sticky part on it for some reason. I don't know. Amazon. And yeah, I love this cover so much, and this is one of my favorite reads this year. This is like a female American Psycho, but it is so much more than that. There's a little bit of everything in this book, and it's not very long. If you like Halloween, if you like American Psycho, if you like bad characters that you root for, you're gonna love Mayfly. Then I found Gwendy's Final Task by Stephen King and Richard Taylor at Richard Chizmar. What the heck? At like an Ollie's or something for like $4, and I was like, oh, I don't have this one. I have the first one and I read the first one. I just haven't read the second one and I don't have it, so I will need that to complete my Gwendy collection. I like this one. I'm interested in it because it does have the Dark Tower in it. I read the Dark Tower series forever ago. I need to reread it, but I'm really intrigued on where this goes. And then for book of the month, I forget what month it was. I always pause mine unless there's something in it that I absolutely want, and I absolutely wanted The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I loved No Exit by Taylor Adams, and I loved Hairpin Bridge. I am in the minority of that. I loved that book. I gave it 5 stars. And this is their new thriller. I think it's about a book reviewer who gives a bad review, and then that author comes after. I don't know why I'm laughing because that does hit very close to home. But yeah, it just sounds great, and I've been seeing awesome reviews, so I'm so excited to get to this one. And then I was sent Audition by Ryu Murakami. I'm probably totally butchering this. And I've read another book by this author. I'm so excited for this one. I'm not sure who sent this to me. I posted on my stories. I'm thinking it was Kelsey that sent it to me. But let me know, Kelsey, if you sent me Audition. I'm super excited for this one. I absolutely love this movie. I think it's a great take on like dating apps, that before dating apps, right? Like answering like dating call or stuff in the paper. It's just so great. It's fantastic. It starts off as like a rom-com, and then it just takes a turn. And speaking of Audition, I know I said this in my vlog, I think when I read Mayfly, there is like some homage paid to Audition in Mayfly where I was like, yes, Maeve. And then I found A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. This is a thriller that I don't know anything about, but it's in good condition. I think it was $1. And then I found Sadie by Courtney Summers. I think this is a podcast, YA thriller. You're like, I don't know anything about these. And then None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney. I also found I found all of these at a thrift store. And this is about the FBI. Kids in the FBI in the 80s. I hear it's really weird, so I'm excited for all of these. I will be reading one day. And I won a couple of giveaways over on Michael's channel, The Horror Gardener. I won Lost Souls by Poppy Z. Bright. I'm super excited to read this one day. I believe this is a vampire story, but I love a Poppy Z. Bright book, so I'm so excited to read it. And Kelly from Hooked on Books sent me a bunch of books that I won for a giveaway. She threw in a couple extras. If you don't know Kelly, she is the creator and host of Christmas Evil, and we will be doing it again in July for 2 weeks after Summerween. So I'm so excited. July is going to be a super fun month for reading some horror books. And also, she runs 2 book clubs over here on booktube. She runs an indie book club, Indie Eerie's, and a Paperback from Hell book club. So yeah, definitely go check her out. Michael and Kelly's channels will be linked in the description box down below. And yeah, she sent me so many goodies. I'm so excited when I saw it. She sent me Sister Dearest by D.E. Atkins. This is a very tiny little YA book, and it has an awesome cover. These all have amazing covers. They're all so good. Bloody Valentine by Stephen R. George. Oh, so good. Look at that eye. They called it the profile experiment. Yeah, I don't know what this is about. It looks like a serial killer thriller though, which I love those serial killer thrillers. She sent me the OG Flowers in the Attic, which is awesome because my edition is actually ripped on the front. So yeah, I'm glad I have an edition that is not ripped now. And Heaven by V.C. Andrews. Yes, I'm so excited. I haven't read any more V.C. Andrews after Flowers in the Attic because I was quite disturbed by it, honestly. It's very disturbing. It's so messed up. And then Wet Bones by John Shirley. I remember when everybody was reading this for the From Hell book club, and I think this is about like a punk band in LA, and there's like a devil or something, if I'm not mistaken. I hear it's really wild. It's like one of those really crazy paperbacks from hell. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one day. I'm gonna get to it all one day. And then such an awesome book, Bethany's Sin by Robert R. McCammon. I haven't read this one yet, but I hear great things, and the cover is amazing. So good. Thank you so much, Kelly, for sending me these awesome ones. I hope I'm not missing any. If I am, it's because when I took my thumbnail, all the books fell everywhere. And then I found some books on Pango. I found Rosemary's Baby. I was so excited to finally get my hands on this vintage paperback because I had for the longest time like the reboot of a show one, not even like the movie novelization one or anything, but yeah, I was so excited to get this one. Such a great cover. And then Shadows by Kimberly Rangel. So I bought all of these in a bundle on Pango. I forget who I got it from. I think it was Haunted Attic Books. I'll link them in the description box down below if I can find the link. This is a Animal Attack book, I believe, about a Black Panther, which I've been super into like since Usher's passing. I've been like really into like folklore and like stuff about giant cats, and there's a lot of folklore around giant cats, especially in North Carolina, that I've like heard recently on Lore Legends. I was like, what? So like Robert R. McCammon did not necessarily make up the whole thing with Greedy Guts. I feel like it's like always been around, and like I'm just super into that stuff right now. I'm super into that folklore right now. About giant cats. And then Thomas Tryon's The Night of the Moon Bow. Ooh, I have no idea what this is about. I think this is, a Bible camp gone wrong situation. I wouldn't have guessed that from this cover. But yeah, I'm excited to get to those one day. And then I also found Floating Dragon by Peter Straub at my local used bookstore. And yeah, he is the author of Ghost Story, and he passed away last year. And I actually didn't know what he looked like, and his cover, or his pictures on the back. He's also like best friends with Stephen King, and they wrote a couple books together. So I definitely need to read more from Peter Straub because Ghost Story scared the crap out of me when I read it. And then I have another paperback that I found, Cursed Be the Child by Mort Castle. This cover is amazing. I'm going to go out and assume this is about an evil baby, or like a baby that turns into a demon or something. So yeah, I'm very excited for this evil baby with the nails. And yeah, I'm excited to read that. And then this is from Kelsey as well. I'm saying that because I'm trying to remember if it was Kelsey That Sent Me the Pack by David Fisher. This is on my 23 and 23. This is about a group of dogs that like overtake an island and like kill all the humans, and I'm like, more power to the dogs. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I need to read more animal attack books, and I feel like I'm more drawn to animal attack books, especially if I see it out in the wild. I'm gonna like pick one up. There's quite a few here, I feel like. And then I picked up Bentley Little, The Return. I've only read The Haunted by Bentley Little, but I do have a couple other of his books. I wasn't a huge fan of it, honestly, but I do hear some of his books are good. I'm not sure if The Return is one of them. And then A Valley of the Lights by Stephen Gallagher. This just looked cool, so I grabbed it. I think this is like a zombie book, is kind of what I'm getting from the back, which is pretty cool. This is a cool zombie book. And then this is the book that I talked about in one of my vlogs last month, Wait and See by Ruby Jean Jensen. I had to like DM like Kelsey and Andrew immediately about this because it's such a great find, and I don't know what it's about. Twilight Tomb. The body floated in the depths of the river. Slowly it rose and fell with the shifting waters. The once beautiful eyes were wide and staring. The hair, once as red as copper, had turned a pale lifeless pink, sweeping out a strand by strand in the undulating fan. Trapped beneath the murky waters of the river, she waited. I think this is a revenge tale, is what I'm getting from that beautiful, like poetic almost, little intro there. So yeah, so excited for this one. So yeah, you can see the red hair, the dress. Yeah, her hair's still there. It's like flowing in the river. I'm so excited to get to that one. And what a find. I was so excited to find it. Like the rush, the thrill, like it's great. It's a great feeling. And I just dropped that book. Brother Kind by Jan Williamson. This is giving me freaking Never-Ending Story vibes with the giant statues as their eyes slowly open. I'm just gonna say that's what this is about. No, they have always been among us, but now they can destroy us. Yeah. Is it the lizard people? Is that it? And then I found another Peter Straub book, Lost Boy, Lost Girl. Don't know what this is about, but I just picked it up because, yeah, I want to read more Peter Straub books. And then I found some really cool, like pretty old, like vintage books that aren't those awesome 70s Victorian Gothic books. The Rage, which is another animal attack book about a dog by Jack Ramsey. And then this just looked so cool. It's so fun to find something that isn't something that you usually see everywhere. And this is 22 Hollowfield by Doris Shannon. An unspeakable evil coiled about the house, waiting. I think this is like a Rosemary's Baby situation, and it just looks so cool. It does look like those Victorian Gothics, but it's just like a different take on those, let's admit it, trashy books, right? And then I found another Jan Williamson, Moon Spell. It's something evil, it shines under the sun. So these Jan Williamson books are giving me more like sci-fi horror vibes, which is really cool. And then I found Trinity Grove by David Van Mentor. I don't know what's going on this cover, but it looks like eco horror is happening on it, so I just scooped it up. And evil lives in Trinity Grove, the dark time called Sandman ushers in a nightmare of unthinkable horror for the quiet University of Cambridge, England, when a maniacal killer prowls the night, driven by a gruesome, insatiable bloodlust, and a young American student is lured by obsessive love to a sinister, primal place of pain and sacrifice. Oh gosh, it just keeps going, honestly. So yeah, this seems more wild than I even thought it was going to be. It's definitely in another direction than eco horror, but it just seems more kooky. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then I had to get Jaws 2, the novelization. I did almost message Andrew about this one as well. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. Oh, I was so excited to find this one because this is one of my favorite vampire movies, The Hunger by Whitley Strieber. I freaking love this movie with David Bowie. It's so great. And Susan Sarandon. It's fantastic, but this is the book it's based on, and I was really excited to find it. Look at this step back. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so sexy. And I found an Amityville book. I believe there's a bunch of Amityville books after the first one that's nonfiction. It is total fiction. The Secret of Amityville by Hans Hosler. This one just looks awesome. Spooky house situation. There's also like a graveyard there now for some reason. Out of the blood-stained past. But yeah, I did not like the first Amityville, but if it leans into, because it's fiction, it's like made up. So yeah, the parents are awful in that first one too. So give me all of the the fictionalized Amityville. I'll be there. I'll read it. I'll read a good ghost story, possession story. And then I found another vintage book. It's just called Vintage Evil. They were really thinking on this one, by Jane Pruitt. But again, the cover is very different than those Victorian Gothic ones. A Taste of Death. That's just what it says really big on the back. And then I found another Whitley Strieber. I'm probably totally butchering this author's name. Cat Magic. I had to get this. It just looks like a giant magical cat above New Jersey commute to New York. That's how people are commuting to New York on giant cats. Some are working on a lab project that will change the world if it is allowed to succeed, and some people are witches. This is a witch book. We got a vampire book from them and now a witch book. How exciting. And then I just had to get this. I have not read a Peter Benchley book, but I do want to get to some in July. The Beast. This cover is magnificent. Oh, it's so good. I'm guessing this is about a giant tentacle. Just one tentacle. No, because the back is just Peter Benchley. If you guys don't know, Peter Benchley wrote Jaws and White Shark, and I haven't read White Shark yet, but I hear White Shark is really good. It's much better than Jaws, and so are some of his other animal attack books, so I'm so excited. And then I found some of the Bunnicula books at this used bookstore. They're so cute. They had so many. I could have bought like a ton more, but I don't know if I'm going to read them. I would definitely pick these up if I'm like in another readathon or something. But they're so cute. I love the narration for Bunnicula. The cat and dog in it are so proper, like proper English. It's adorable. But Holiday Inn just has this great like psycho vibes, I feel like, with the house. Oh, it's so good. Welcome to Chateau Bow Wow. If you don't know what Bunnicula is about, it's about a vampire bunny that just sucks color out of vegetables. It's really cute middle grade series. The celery stalks at night. And then we follow the other pets, the other two dogs and cat in the situation. So yeah, well actually, I don't think there was two cats. Or two dogs. I don't know. It's just a cute little middle grade. And then I found the 9th Configuration by William Peter Blately. This is the author of The Exorcist. I guess this is another like possession book that he wrote. I'm pretty sure there's a movie about this too. But yeah, I don't know a ton about what this. It's really short though. The guy at the bookstore though said that he read this when it came out and it scared him more than The Exorcist. And I'm like, that's saying a lot because there's like not a lot here. So I'm excited to read this. I love freaking Exorcist 3 that Peter Bailey directed. I freaking love that movie so much. Oh, it's so good. Whenever I see it on TV, I'll definitely have it on. And then finally, we're at the end. Mine by Robert R. McCammon. I found this at the thrift store and it's such a great cover. I love it. I can't tell you what it's about though because I have read the synopsis like twice and it's just so crazy. It's like this woman is in the 60s. She came out of it and she's like not a hippie anymore or something, but her baby gets switched at the hospital. I might be like making that up, but I'm like pretty sure I read this a couple times and I like don't know. I can't tell you what it is about, but it is long, and yeah, I'm excited to read it one day. I'm always down for a Robert R. McCammon book. And that was it. A lot of books, a lot of vintage horror books. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below. And have you guys hauled any books recently? Let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.